live from the Baby County. The National Assembly has approved the names of 15 candidates nominated to the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. The National Assembly debated and approved the names after the Parliamentary Justice and Legal Affairs Committee had narrowed down to 15 from the 32 shortlisted candidates. Among the 15 nominees are Alice Nderitu, Maurice Zoro, Roba Sharamo, Rose Macharia Mgoi, Anne Munyiva, and Millie Odongo. Others include Irene Wanyoike, Aden Mohamed, Osman Heisi, and former House Speaker Francis Ole Kaparo. Kaparo has been tipped to take over as NCIC chair to replace Mzalendo Kibunja, who was also interviewed but failed to make the cut. Regular KTN contributor Professor Gitile Naituli has also been nominated, as have Eriko Gwang, Belinda Ochiel, Irene Masit, and Joseph Omota. The 15 names will now be forwarded to President Uhuru Kenyatta to appoint a chairperson as well as 8 commissioners in efforts to reconstitute the cohesion body. In other news, the Kenya Land Alliance CEO Odenda Lumumba has warned that land cartels have started sneaking back into the lands ministry and cautioned the National Lands Commission against renewal of expired land leases. Lumumba welcomed efforts by the police to investigate claims of forgery and fraud leveled against the National Lands Commission Chairman Mohamed Swazuri. KTN's Patrick Amimo reports.
Maybe you people need to take your report.
The chairman of the National Lands Commission, Mohamed Swazuri, is fighting claims of fraud and forgery. Indeed, 2 petitions seeking Swazuri's removal are before the National Assembly. The petitioners want President Uhuru Kenyatta to appoint a tribunal to investigate Swazuri for allegedly aiding the grabbing of a 10-acre beach plot in Malindi and 100 acres of land in the Goreti area, Nairobi. We sought the opinion of the Kenya Land Alliance boss over the saga.
What has happened so far from the documents that seem to be available is that the chairman of the commission okayed some people to go and pay the rents owed to in light of the public land. And by way of approving somebody to go and pay, you're basically signifying that that person essentially is in ownership.
Though Swazuri has recorded a statement with the CID, he claims this is part of a wider scheme to derail the commission from executing its mandate. Odenda is challenging investigators to do a thorough job.
In this particular matter, there would be so many people, whether at clerical level or at different decision-making level of land administration, that would be culpable to this matter. So the chairman could not be just alone. It will be a whole group of people who, from different stages, are basically collateral to this particular fraud or corruption if it did took place.
The Kenya Lands Alliance questioned the validity of title deeds issued by Lands Cabinet Secretary Charity Ngelu.
One of the bigger problems that while they go to give titles in Mombasa, Taveta, and other places, some of the titles belong to the dead. And basically one would wonder what kind of titles it is. Some of the land over which titles are being given has been severally subdivided.
Odenda warned that land grabbers are on the prowl and are seeking renewal of expired leases in contravention of the Ndungu Commission report on irregular land allocations.
A lot of people are now backdating the renewal to 202. 202 is a very famous period when the Kanu government had its last chance to dish out titles.
And here was some advice to the Lands Commission.
Do not engage in regionalizing allotment letters. Do not be part of the business of merely issuing out title deeds before you have recommended a clear program of land registration throughout the country.
Patrick Amimo, KTN.